So we're officially in the holiday season, and that means that the year-end function, parties and celebrations are filling up our social calendars, and with that comes a lot of snacks and desserts and cocktails and the like. So even though this is an amazing time of the year, it can really become worrisome for some people when it comes to thinking about all the progress that you've made this whole year and maybe losing everything or undoing it completely in 1 month. So in today's video, I'm hopefully going to share a few practical, healthy holiday hacks that you can follow and some emergency tips if maybe a few things went wrong in your eyes. Before we jump into the video, this is just a quick introduction. My name is Melissa Nell. I'm a registered dietitian and I'm part of the Body 20 Nutrition Doctor team, and very welcome if you're new here. And we do these videos every 2 weeks, so please do follow along and let us know if you have any questions via WhatsApp or email. Alright, so the very first thing that I want to say is that when it comes to the holiday season, what's really important is that you still enjoy yourself. It's very important to take this time to reset, enjoy the holiday season, enjoy time with family and friends, and really just relax and get ready for 2026 that is basically upon us. So that is really important, and to not stress yourself out to feel like, oh, I need to still be on a diet or whatever the case may be. So it is very possible to go through the holiday, have a good time, enjoy yourself, and not undo all of the progress that you did in this whole year. And also on that note, very well done for the progress and the discipline and everything that you've put in throughout this year. Okay, so the first thing first is, if you can, where you can, try and be as active as possible. So in the holiday season, when you do have a little bit more time, this is a great time to maybe start running or go for walks as often as possible, be as active as possible as often, because that's really just a way to keep your body moving. Even if you're not going to be able to go to your Body 20 sessions anymore, or maybe you're not even able to go to a gym, try to do some body weight training maybe once or twice a week, just to keep your muscles going and to not lose all the progress that you've made throughout the year. So really just make sure that movement is front and center for every day of this holiday season. So luckily we have a summer Christmas, so it's quite easy to just be active. So get outside, go for a walk. If you're on the beach, make sure to do some, play some games on the beach, go for a swim and that type of thing. Just try and be as active as possible. The next thing is to try and keep a balance where you can. So if you can, try to keep the basic principles of healthy eating in the back of your mind, even though it might be a little bit more of a relaxed environment or there's a lot more braais and those types of things. It's really still possible to eat healthy and balanced throughout this time. So keep the plate model in the back of your mind, where you divide your plate in half, and the one half and half again, where the one half is filled with salad and fresh veggies or just grilled veggies and that sort of thing, and the other half is then divided into your protein and your carbohydrates. This will make sure you are still maintaining your balanced meals, managing your blood sugar levels, and trying to reduce those cravings that might pop up. Okay, but we all are human, let's be honest, so we are going to slip up here and there, and that's completely fine. So I have 5 hacks that you can maybe, or tips rather, that can maybe get you through this holiday season without undoing all the progress. So the very first thing is, maybe you overdid it a little bit at the Christmas party when it comes to drinks. So you maybe went overboard and you had a real good time to really, finish off this year, but that meant that you had way too many drinks at the Christmas party or wherever the case may be. So what you can do now is to try and just reset your body as fast as possible, because alcohol does really have a ripple effect on our, just overall feeling and our health. So if you had a big night out last night or whenever, the next day or for the next 3 days, if you can, try and go alcohol free as fast as possible, just to give your body that time to get rid of all the alcohol and the toxins as fast as possible. On that note, get in some movement. Even though you might not feel like it, you might be feeling really hungover or tired or whatever the case may be, just go for a walk, just try and get your body moving so that you can activate the lymphatic system, which means that you're going to get rid of those toxins in your body and you're going to feel better afterwards. So it might not be nice in the moment, but you're definitely going to feel better afterwards. And then hydrate. Really important to put back all the fluids that you might have missed out on the night before, as alcohol is very dehydrating. And on that note, mix in an electrolyte as well. So an electrolyte drink, maybe it's an electrolyte fizzy or electrolyte powder, just to put back the electrolytes that you might have been depleted throughout your binge evening, for example. And then lastly, make sure your meals are nice and high in protein and fresh veggies and colorful, just to get in those antioxidants and to just stabilize the blood sugar levels and decrease the cravings, because that's often what happens is the next day we wake up and you just want this unhealthy, oily, fatty, breakfast or whatever the case may be. Try to still opt for your cleaner meals that is whole foods, vegetable based, and also higher in protein. The next one is maybe you overdid it at the dessert table at the year-end function or at your family Christmas or whatever it might be. And the same thing applies is, yes, it's fine to enjoy that peppermint crisp tart or whatever it might be, but then to try and get back to your balanced eating and your healthy lifestyle as soon as possible. So let's not turn that into like a binge spree where you just carry on because you feel like a failure because you now overdid it. It's fine, you did it, you enjoyed it, and we can move on. So the very next meal, try to make sure that it's high in protein and has some healthy veggies or salad with it, just to again balance out the blood sugar levels, and you can move on. Try to get in some movement. You don't need to overcompensate for it. It's happened and you can kind of move on from there. The next one is also, if you know that you are going to a Christmas dinner or lunch or whatever the case may be, and there's going to be really nice food and treats and that type of thing, and you just want this day to be like your YOLO day. You're going to go all out this day. That's completely fine, as long as it stays at one day and not going over into a whole weekend, for example. So enjoy that day, enjoy that Christmas lunch with your family, have the starter, the main, and the dessert, and just enjoy yourself. And then the very next day, get back into moving and balancing out your meals like I've mentioned already previously. So the moral of the story is that if you went wrong or you had a slip up or whatever the case may be, the most important thing is not to punish yourself. It's not to punish, but to adjust. So it happened, it's fine, you enjoyed it, that's cool. So now we can just move forward and get back into our healthy lifestyle as fast as possible. Because let's be honest, these types of things are going to pop up throughout the year as well. It's not just the holiday season. You might have a birthday, you might have an impromptu cocktail evening with your friends, or whatever the case may be. It happens and it's fine. So on that note, with the cocktails, especially during the holiday seasons, we might be indulging a little bit more in alcohol, or you want a cocktail at the pool or whatever the case may be, is to be mindful of your alcohol consumption when it comes to sugary drinks and the calories that it contains. So a daiquiri or a mojito might rack up about 300 to 400 calories, which is quite high. That's almost like a meal. So opt for your lower calorie drinks where you can. So think like, for example, vodka, soda, and some fresh lime, or gin and a sugar-free tonic, for example, or stick with whiskey and water if you can, or go for dry white wine or champagne as an option, or a light beer instead of going for the full fat options as far as possible. Cocktails, unfortunately, are loaded with sugar, so if you're going to have one, just stick with one and then move on to your lower calorie alcoholic drinks. So that's it from me when it comes to these healthy holiday hacks or tips. I hope it's been helpful. The moral of the story is try and have a balance where you can, and try to make small little tweaks here and there to really just help yourself when it comes to not undoing all the hard work or all the progress that you've made throughout the year. So stick to lower calorie alcohol beverages where you can, or no alcohol if you can. If you are going to overindulge one day, don't make it a whole weekend. Stick to one day and don't carry over into the next and the next and the next day. If it's a binge evening, make sure you go alcohol free if you can for 3 days, and really hydrate, get your body moving, and opt for your high protein and fresh types of meals just to get that the levels back and the blood sugar levels managed, and replace all of the nutrients that you might have depleted in your binge evening, for example. And don't feel guilty, just move on and get back on track and keep your body moving. I hope it's a really beautiful holiday for all of you. Stay safe, enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one.